Yo, you know what I'm saying? Back with another video. I can't lie, it's the camera quality is a mad thing right now, bro. I don't know why. Oh yeah, well, I'm shooting on my laptop, but fuck it, bro. It's the aesthetic. I can't lie though. Like, man, bro, allow the beard, the grown beards, I need to shave. But allow that, man's looking. I'm looking fuckable. I can't lie. I'm not gonna lie. I look clarable. Like a little bit, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? With a dress, you feel me? Bro, let this shit fully lock up. Cooked. But anyway, that's a separate note. Today's topic: you've been heartbroken. Your heart has been smashed into pieces. You get me? You feel bad. You get me? And I'm specifically gonna be talking to the man them. I know last video I had a little sauce for the girls and that, but like I see this video is purely for the man them. I'm sorry, girls. I can no longer give you man the game. You get me? Strictly, no Diddy, no homo. We're focusing on the men. So boom, how to get over being heartbroken, or the biggest problem you guys have with being heartbroken, how to get out of that rut. This is something I feel like no one talks about. I'm gonna go straight into it. The biggest thing you need to do if you want to get over being heartbroken is you need to change your identity. And why is this important and what do I mean by this? Okay, let me start off with what do I mean. When you are in a relationship, right? Whether you like it or not, you form an identity with being with the other person, right? And this is normal. They're your girlfriend. That other person says, that's my boyfriend, right? You guys are linked. There's an identity there. You know what I'm saying? If you're dating someone from a different culture, you may take things from their culture. They may take things from your culture. They may meet each other's families. There's a shared identity, right? There's a shared identity, and you attach yourself heavily. And a lot of people say, yo, when you're in a relationship, don't don't attach yourself to the girl, always focus on your grind. This is, yes, focus on your grind, but this is impossible. In order for bro, think about it. If she's eventually going to be the mother of your children and you're going to have kids with her, she's going to be a part of your identity. You guys are, your identities are going to intermingle. There's no way your identities are not going to like combine to a certain level. That's not saying you guys live the exact lives, but your lives will be heavily interdependent with each other and connected. This is not a bad thing. But obviously, in breakups, you know what I'm saying? Let's say your girl says, "Yo, I'm gonna leave you, you leave," or, you know, for the for the max level niggas who are gonna achieve success, you get fucking cheated on. I'm telling you, the niggas who get cheated on, bro, the pain, bro. You man know me, I've been cheated on for the pain. But anyway, so cool. Yeah. So let's say you're in this situation, yeah, and you know what I'm saying, you've been broken up with, you're gonna like, part of your identity is gonna be shattered, because like I said, that relationship was part of your identity. So what you need to do, and the best piece of advice I can give to anyone in a relationship, yeah, or no, not in a relationship, to anyone who just got broke up with and was in a relationship, is you need to create a new identity. And a lot of the things and habits that you did in that relationship, you need to you basically just need to level up. I know it sounds, oh, self-improve, but I want to break it down, because people say self-improve but they're not specific. What I mean by make a new identity is you need to create new habits, new frames of references, new ways of thinking, new philosophies that you previously did not have in the relationship. You need to do that. So a lot of people will tell you, go to the gym, get money, fuck all these women, and that will fix your heart. No, no, no. I'm sorry. No, no, no. Because even if you go to the gym, you get a lot of money, and you sleep with all these women, if you fundamentally have the same identity you had in the relationship, you're still gonna miss her, because you're this, like, money and all this superficial stuff does not change your identity. It only amplifies it. You get me? But when you come out of a relationship and you do that inner work to change your identity, to change how you think, to change how you feel about certain things, right, that you felt in the relationship, the process of the breakup will not actually affect you as much, right? Let me give you an example. So, for example, right, some of us, we dated when we were really young. I'll be the first one to say, in primary school, I had a little girlfriend or whatever. Now, obviously, I don't count that in any of my relationships, because I was in primary school, bro. That's not a real thing. But in primary school, I could say, okay, I had a girl. Let's say a girl in primary school, right? Um, and obviously, I broke up with her in that instance. You know what I'm saying? That one of the few instances where that happened, bro. I've taken so many L's, bro. But it is what it is. I broke up with her, right? But still, a break. Whether you break up or the other person breaks up, a breakup is a breakup, right? But the reason why I don't feel emotionally attached is because, bro, I was in primary school. Like, the difference between me, primary school me, and me now is completely different. And I'll give you one better, right? So before my last breakup, there was another like talking stage, looking like relationship. You know that halfway point where you're talking to each other exclusively, you guys like each other, you care about each other, all of that stuff, right? And obviously, for reasons, it ended. This was more mutual, but it ended, right? Both of us. And I was heartbroken, right? I was heartbroken. At the time, I was like, my heart, you know what I'm saying? You go through the motions, all of that shit. Yeah, all of that, all of that, all of them feelings, bro. All them feelings. After that day, I realized I was a lover boy, bro. I'm not a future. I'm not a future. I'm a lover boy. I tried to be a future after that, but bro, see Drake, certified lover boy. That's the type of nigga I am, and I've accepted it. I've accepted it. You get me? I'm not fighting it. I'm not fighting it. You get me? I've accepted my fate. But yeah, back to the main topic. After that breakup, obviously I was like hurt. But you want to know the reason why I can look back at that breakup and I'm no longer emotionally affected? It's because I changed my identity. I changed my philosophy. I changed so many aspects of not just what I do, right? Because I could have gone to the gym and still had the same mindset and attitude and confidence and outlook on life. And I would have been like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have actually moved on. But because I changed my identity, right? I started to think to myself, I'm a disciplined person. I'm a hardworking person. I'm somebody who gets what I want out of life. I started to create mental framings and philosophies. I started to journal. I started to understand who I was. And not only understand who I was, understand the type of person I want to become, right? So because I carried myself in this way and I changed my identity, now when I look back at that breakup, it's almost like I'm looking at what's happened to a different person. Because I was a different person. The person I was during that breakup was nowhere near the person I am now. And because of that, there's a relief because it's like, okay, well, yeah, I got broken up with, but at the end of the day, that person is nowhere near as good or the level that I've been able to build myself to become, right? It's nowhere near that. It's nowhere near the same person. So if she broke up with that previous version of me, it's like it's okay. It's cool. I don't hold any emotions towards it, right? I don't hold any emotions towards it, right? My identity, even the things that I want to seek in a relationship, right? And you don't need to just write down, oh yeah, this is the type of girl I want. You're crying. I know it's gonna be tough, yeah, but like when you actually, right, when you actually like change your identity, you're like, what type of man would I want to be to attract my dream woman, right? And then 9 times out of 10, yeah, if a relationship didn't work out, it's probably because the girl was just not up to the standards that you set for yourself, right? So you start thinking, okay, like, damn, this girl that I was with, she was never actually had any qualities that I really like identity wise, right? You need to separate the identity from the feelings. Like my identity that I want to be, the person I want to be, or the person I'm becoming, they're not compatible. These two people are not compatible. So I'm not even worried. You get me? I'm not even tripping about it. Because these two people are not compatible. We're not in the same wave, like identity wise. Like the type of person I'm becoming now, if I was to meet that person again, right, and I was to erase all the history that I had with them, I wouldn't even want them. I wouldn't even be pressed about them. I would walk past them like they're a regular person. And I feel like when you do that type of work, it allows you to move on and it allows you to accept it. The problem with a lot of heartbreaks is a lot of people are stuck in the past, bro. You're stuck in the past. And another thing I want to bring up, a lot of you guys, you do not miss the girl. You miss how she made you feel. You miss the emotions that she caused in you. You don't actually miss the person themselves, right? And the biggest indicator of whether or not you miss the person or you miss how they made you feel is how the relationship ended. If that person treated you in a way, especially after the breakup, in a way that was disrespectful, that was hurtful. Let's say they even like in the relationship they disrespected you, maybe they cheated on you. Well, just by common sense, you're not gonna miss a person who cheated on you. You're not gonna miss a person who hurt you. You're not gonna miss a person that lied to you. So the only thing that you actually miss is just how they made you feel. It's just the feelings they arose. That's it. But what you need to realize is anyone can make you feel like that. Bro, if you get a girl right now, you butter her up enough, you make her feel loved, she could probably make you feel the exact same way that this girl that you're tripping about is. So if it's feelings, you can replace that. But what you can't replace is character and the actual actions and the way that they handle things in a relationship and the way they carry themselves and the respect and the grace they have. That's something that if you, for example, if you were in the relationship and you're like, no, I miss how honest she was. I miss how kind she was. I miss the fact that she never disrespected me. Then okay, you miss the person. And if it was your fault, you cheated, or it was your fault that the relationship ended, hey bro, listen, learn from your mistakes, pattern up, but that's your fault. But a lot of guys nowadays, when we get heartbroken, bro, like a scary amount of us are getting done dirty, bro. Like a scary amount of us we're just getting done dirty, bro. Like that's just a simple case of it. So yeah, a lot of you guys, you don't miss her. You miss the emotions that she made you feel. It's not that you actually miss her as an individual. So back to the identity, right? When you change your identity and you become a different person, you elevate yourself, right? You elevate yourself mentally, physically, everything. You're just standards of what you accept and what you want out of life. You will reach a point where you're just gonna think to yourself, and it's not egotistical, right? I'm not gonna use the word better, right? We are so different. Let's say we are so incompatible now that the idea of me being with you now, it's not even a thing where it's like I'm doing it out of hate. I couldn't do it. We're so incompatible in the way we think, our life philosophies, our foundation, what we want out of life, how we carry ourselves. We're so fundamentally different that I wouldn't even want you now. And when you get to that level, bro, peace. When I say peace, peace. You get me? It's peace, bro. It's so peaceful when you get to that level where you're like, damn, I don't actually I don't want her. Like, and it's not on some like she did me wrong, I don't want her. No, no, no. Like you literally, I don't want this person anymore. Like this person is not the type of person that I could see myself, like genuinely I could see myself with. Like you just genuinely change. And the way you do that is obviously through self-improvement, but just changing your identity, right? If you were with her, right, and your identity was, let's say you used to be somebody who um didn't like going on nature or something, right? Let's say you guys were always cooped up. You can change your identity to be like, I'm somebody who likes to go out in nature. Now, at first, it's gonna be like, yo, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? I don't like going out in the nature. I fucking hate nature, right? A lot of us black people, especially, yeah. Bro, I had a conversation with someone about this the other day, bro. We fucking hate nature, bro. See, black people, we all just go to Birmingham, London, Glasgow, Manchester, big cities, and then we just catch there, bro. We don't like going countrysides, and if we are in countrysides, it's because our parents were smart enough to be like, you know what? I don't want this young black youth growing up in these cities with these gang members. You get me? You get me? But that's a topic for another day. But yeah, like I'm saying, um, let's say your identity when in the relationship was you guys were always indoors coaching. If you after the breakup, if you decide I want my identity to be somebody who enjoys spending time in nature, at first it's gonna be like a struggle because you're like, oh no, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. But eventually there's gonna be a point where no, I enjoy spending time in nature. And now you're gonna be reflecting back on your ex. And you're gonna be thinking, okay, well, she used to spend way too much time indoors. She spent way too much time indoors. I'm a person who likes spending time in nature. We're incompatible. We actually couldn't be together. Like we could not be together. Or let's say your ex was the type of person who, and a lot of girls are like this, who kind of like distracted you from your purpose, or who she demanded too much of your time, right? I can definitely say for me personally, too much of your time, right? She just needed that, you know what I'm saying? Or let's say she drew you away from your family or whatever, right? So you can get to a point where your identity is, no, I'm very strong with my family. I'm not going to let a woman get between me and my family, right? You make that a part of your identity. So then as time goes on, your identity is so strong with your family values that the idea of being with somebody who demands so much of your time, and you know demands that sometimes you don't spend time with your family and you spend time with them, you can't reconcile these, like, and it's not coming from a place of hate. I need to repeat this here at this channel. We're not hateful people. I made a video on forgiveness, bro. We're not hateful people. We forgive them. We still love them in a unique way. Not romantical love, but we love them in the sense that, okay, this was somebody that we once had in our lives. At some point, we did love them. And that even if they did us dirty, whatever, we're always going to pray for them for the best, wish them the best, whatever. But purely logically, I genuinely can't be with you. Like, it's not even a thing where I genuinely cannot be with you, and I cannot see myself with you. This is the power of changing your identity. When you change your identity, you fundamentally change the person you are, or you change the person you are, so that the person you were in the relationship is not the person that you are now. And because the person you were in the relationship obviously at some level was more compatible with the person who your ex was, or who hurt you, that's when, like, what's it called, because you were compatible with that girl at that time. If you don't change, that's what causes the hurt. That's what causes, like, the massive heartbreak and the crying and everything. That's what causes it. That's what causes heartbreak, and that's what causes the pain. And that's why you see guys 2, 3, 4 years, 4 years, imagine 4 fucking years, they're still talking about, oh, I love my ex, and the ex cheated on them, or their ex did them dirty. It's not a case where they're the one who fumbled. No, their exes actually did things or acted in a way where it's like, no, my brother, you can do better. But they're still stuck on him. Why? Because they've not changed their identity. Your identity is going to determine the people that you allow in your life, whether that's your partners, whether that's your friends, um, whether that's job opportunities, whether that's what you're going to accept in terms of how much money you make. You can look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm the type of person who's going to make 50K a month. And you will not settle for anything less than 50K a month. If that's your identity, right? If you identify as that type of person. So a lot of people who are stuck on their ex, they still have the same identity, they still do the same things, they still think the same way that they had when they were with their ex. And as a result, you're always going to think about your ex. And I'm not telling you to change your identity completely and become a completely different person, but you need to grow. You need to take new attributes. You need to add new things to your character, right? New things. You need to add things to your life, right? One of the things that helped me when I went through a breakup was I started going on morning runs. Currently, I'm not doing it. I've been lazy. Well, no, it's exam season. It's an excuse, but it is exam season. But yeah, that really helped, because I went from somebody who would never in a billion years do running to, now my identity was, I'm a disciplined person who wakes up early, goes on morning runs, and gets the job done in terms of my channel. My identity changed. And because my identity changed, now I'm thinking in terms of a relationship at least, what type of person, whether that's relationship or friend, now that I've changed my identity to this, do I think I would want to be around who matches my identity? And if your ex was the type of person who had bad habits, let's say she was smoking weed, she was drinking, she wanted to go out, you hold yourself in this identity of, I'm disciplined, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't waste time, I get the job done, I'm hardworking, I get what I want out of life. I'm motivated, I'm ambitious. And you see she's all the way down here with her no goals. Eventually, you're going to reach a point where you're like, whether she wants me back or not, we are not compatible to be to, like, this is too big of a gap to separate the type of people we are, right? There's too big of a gap. So instead of wanting your ex who is down here, you want a girl who's here, around your same level or even higher. You know what I'm saying? Man, them, don't be afraid to mess with a girl who's more on shit than you. You will literally improve. So here or like higher, you know, around this area, even if she's maybe slightly lower, around this area, right? In terms of self-improvement and you know your identity and your morals, your values, your principles, right? You're gonna date a girl here just because it makes more sense and you identify with that type of person. So if you want to get over a breakup, the easiest way is you need to change your identity. You need to change the way you think, you need to change what you do, and you need to get new hobbies. New hobbies. You can't be doing the same things and seeing the same people that you saw when you what's it called? When you were in a relationship, right? Now thank God for me, I was never the type of guy who got super involved with my girlfriend's friends. I always had the mentality, look, I'm your man. I don't give a fuck about your friends. You get me? I'm gonna say hi to them, but they I ain't dating none of them, so I don't care. But a lot of guys are also in an awkward position where they've become friends with a lot of the girls that their ex used to date, or maybe you guys are in the same friendship group. And this might sound extreme, but bro, for the sake of your mental health and I care about you, the person watching this video, get a new friendship group. If it comes down to it, or if let's say you have a really close friends and you guys are all in the same friendship group, tell your brethren, look, you know, it ended the way it ended, whatever. I don't, for the sake of me trying to change my identity, I'm not in this friendship group anymore. If you want to come with me, we can be like a duo thing. If not, bro, being alone is not a bad thing. You will always find like-minded people. Do not be afraid to be alone. But yeah, man, leave that friendship group. If your ex is still around and it's the same people that was around your ex, you need to bring new people in your life. It's all about new. If you're going through a heartbreak, it's about new. When I got my heart broken, the bro, and the way God works, God is, see, God, he's an amazing God. We serve an amazing God. God put people in my life, right? Content creators. Shout out to Desi is Love. Shout out to Nick Fitz. You get me? Shout out to, I think it's Omzi. We have a group chat. I made a group chat. It's kind of dead now, but we have a group chat of like content creators. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to these three people, especially Nick Fitz and Desi is Laugh. Shout the fuck out. Because bro, God put these people in my life, yeah? And bro, they're content creators. They're hungry, right? Nick Fitz, he's gonna hit 10K soon. Desi is Laugh. He's going crazy on Twitch, right? And I'm just starting to get back into YouTube. I'm starting to find my foot again. I'm starting to find my passion again. And he put these people in my life because God was saying to me, you know what? This new season of your life, right? You're going to need to change your identity. I need you to surround yourself with like-minded people. If I was around the type of people that I was with, not even with, but like, you know, my ex brought around when I got my heart broken, I wouldn't have changed. I wouldn't have changed. It would have been harder. But because God put genuinely people who hardworking, ambitious, don't waste time, don't drink, don't smoke, focused on the goal, right? This is my identity. Nick has the same identity. Desi has the same identity, right? Because he put these people in my life, our, our whole collections in terms of consciousness and what we're able to achieve has just skyrocketed. You know what I'm saying? So the main thing you need to do if you're heartbroken, form a new identity. New. The big word is just new. New everything. You get me? Let's, bro, and the thing is, you need to go crazy with it, bro. If I had the money and I didn't have certain people that like I needed to be here for, right? Bro, the way I would have just moved to America. Like, fuck it, new start. When I say new start, new everything. Change your environment, change everything. It's a new chapter. You with your ex, that was an old book. That was an old chapter. This is a new chapter. So you need to treat it like this. So yeah, man. If you lot want to get over your ex, if you lot want to get over heartbreak, make sure you just become a new person, right? Get new hobbies, get new friends, change who you are internally. Don't just go to the gym and lift weights, bro. Because if you just lift weights and you come back and you watch the same shows you used to watch with her, you talk to the same people you used to talk with when you were with her, you do the same shit you used to do when you were with her, you're still gonna be fucking sad and crying about her on your bed because fundamentally she left you right at that stage and you have not changed. You're the same person. And because you are the same person, you are going to think you deserve the same level of love and commitment that that girl gave you, and you don't. But the only way you realize you don't, and the only way you truly move on, is if you become a better person. It People want to flip in cheat a heartbreak. I've actually clocked it. When people get heartbroken, they'll sleep with multiple people. They'll start drinking. You know what I'm saying? Start smoking. Just doing ridiculous things, right? To get over. Listen, there is no easy way to get over a heartbreak. It's the age old way. You become a better person. That simple. You improve yourself. Oh, watch this quick video and you'll never get over an ex again. No, it's not easy. It's so simple. Spend time alone, right? Don't try and hop into a new relationship. If you do try and hop into a new relationship, or if you are talking to someone, that's calm, but don't sleep with them. Don't sleep with them. Don't have sex during this period. You can talk to someone new, don't have sex. Cut out drinking, cut out smoking, cut out all the distractions. What's your purpose? What do you want out of life? What's your goals? Figure out your purpose. Align yourself with your purpose. Work towards your purpose. And then change your identities. Create new hobbies. Create new friends. If you have the money, literally put yourself in a new environment. Right? Create new philosophies on how you see the world. Create new standards for yourself and what you want from a partner. Just become new. Become new. Because I'm telling you, bro, when you go through this process, yeah, and you level up, yeah, and you level up so much, bro, I'm telling you, when you look back, you're not going to think about this person that's hurt you, bro. You're not. You're not. You're just not, bruv. It's like if somebody became a millionaire, moved into a mansion, and they're like reminiscing, oh man, I do miss my council home. You're not gonna do that, bro. In this instance, your ex or whoever person fucked you over. And again, I'm not saying it as a bad. I'm just using it as a reference. They are the council house. They are the person who, in terms of what your goals are and the person you are, you guys do not align. You guys do not align. So you are not going to be missing somebody who does not align with you. The only reason you miss her right now is right now there's friction because, bro, right now, yeah, she's down here, but bro, you're barely up. But the more you increase, the more there's a noticeable, sizable difference between your life and things that you got going on and your identity and your philosophy and your confidence within yourself and all these positive traits, right? And the more she stays here, bro, you will not want that bitch back. You won't want her back, bro. You won't. I'll be so real with you. Because, bro, you're gonna get better. And even if you don't get better at that, you will not settle for worse. You'll just, in simple words, you will know your worth. So that's it, fellas. That's the easiest way to get over a heartbreak. And I'm going to give you guys a promise right now. Anyone watching this video, if you guys apply what I said about how to get over a heartbreak, right? And you do it for 4 months. What did I say? I said you get new friends, right? New friends that align with your new goal. You change your identity. You start creating new philosophies about life. You start seeing the world differently than what you saw your world when you were with your ex, right? You cut out the bad habits, right, that are slowing you down in terms of your purpose. And you do the inner work to become a better person. You figure out what you want out of life. You improve yourself. If you do this for 6 months, all of it, and you truly change your identity, you truly change who you are and who you think about yourself, and you still miss your ex after 6 months, bro, I'll give you like £1,000. I will. But none of you are going to ask for that shit because you guys are going to be so successful. Your body is going to be way better. Your mentality is going to be way better. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be way happier. You're going to have peace. You're going to have made way more progress on whatever goal that you want, like tangible progress. You'll have a sense of pride within yourself. You will not care about that girl, bro. And that's it. That is the easiest way to get over a heartbreak.